This is a chocolate, hollow chocolate filled with marshmallows, I think, and you're supposed to put it in a glass and pour warm milk over it. So I did, and I thought maybe we together could see what it does. Ooey gooey. Oh, did you see the baby marshmallows pop up? Oh my God, that's so cute. The Dollar General, hey, there's more popping up. The Dollar General store down the country store is having all their Valentine's Day candies on sale for like 50 and 75% off. And this was a Hershey's hollow chocolate ball filled with marshmallows that you're supposedly can just put milk in. This definitely needs more marshmallows though. And then stir it and you have chocolate milk. Well, I can't usually drink chocolate milk, the packets, because they have actual whey powder in them, or dehydrated milk, and I can't drink regular milk. I have to have lactose-free milk. So this works out perfect. I could put lactose-free milk on it, but this is definitely going to need more marshmallows because those are babies. All right, let's taste it. Oh, that's hot. Well, it's not as chocolatey as chocolate milk. Let's just say that. It does taste like Hershey's chocolate, which is nice, I guess. But I don't think there's any more in there. I think it's all melted. There's a little bit. So I'll keep stirring and hopefully it'll keep getting chocolate there. It definitely needs to be more chocolate and more marshmallows. I'm going to go put more marshmallows in it right now. Hey, that's melting good. Look, there was more to melt. That's getting chocolatier, but it definitely needs more marshmallows. Yes. It's not as chocolatey as regular chocolate milk, but that looks pretty appetizing, doesn't it? All right, that's what we're drinking tonight as we go through these books. Hello, everyone. So you have seen what I'm drinking tonight. Yes, it's hot cocoa. It is tasting chocolatier as the chocolate melts more, so that's pretty good. I'd do that again. Today, I wanted to show you 3 books I bought used. And these are these sets of Disney books. Now, I have a saved search on Mercari, and what that means is, let me get this. I had everything cattywampus on my desk. Anywho, in Mercari, Mercari.com, it's a resale site like eBay, except they pretty much, the sellers that list things expect you to counter with a lower cost. So everything's a tiny bit inflated, so don't feel scared to come back with a lower price, and especially one that might seem ridiculously low, because sometimes they accept it. Because you also have to factor in shipping. So these 3 were offered, I don't know, 13, 14 bucks, but the shipping was $6. And Mercari kind of sets the rate for shipping, so they don't have a lot of control over it. But so I offered $10 for all 3. So they were 10 bucks for the 3, but then if you also figure in the $6 shipping, so that was $16 for these 3 books, and I thought that was pretty good. All of these were like new. There's nothing colored in them. And I've been looking at this one for quite a while. I was curious about this one, and I love Tsum Tsums and hadn't seen this one before. So let's look and see what I got. So this one I am working on a page. Or did I finish it? I'm not sure. Let's start with Disney villains. Now this is Art of Coloring, and artist is not given, so it's probably, images from from previous books, or images from the movie, or Shutterstock, or something where wherever Disney gets. It's just like the Hatchet Heroes one, sort of like where you see repeats. I think you'll probably see some poses in here. However, what they've done is they've filled them with doodles. And then there's a lot of these kinds of pages. See, for me, that would make, if there was a page here, I wouldn't mind coloring with alcohol markers because I don't mind losing that. But they are perforated. Oh, ooh, one was taken out here. I didn't notice that. Oh, but it looks like it was the exact same as this one, so who cares? But the backside might have been more hyenas. But here is the here's what they look like. Now the paper is kind of thin, and I have, but not see-through, and I have used water mediums on it. It does crinkle a bit. You have to straighten it out. And this particular one isn't as doodly as some of the others, but look at that. Like, I'm really excited about the backgrounds. I wish the paper was a little thicker. Now here's the one I'm working on. I'm using, this is all acrylic. I'm using a Art acrylic gel pen, the black. No, it's a Posca black that I'm using for this black background. Then all of these bright colors are those Languo gel pens. Yes, you can color with them. They're not just for outlining. And they work great. So I'm having a good time doing this. This has been, I had some tired days and just needed brainless coloring, and so I started on this page, and I'm having a really good time doing it. So I'm just gonna keep on keeping on, making these cats all these neon colors, these bright colors from those Languo gel pens. And then I think I'm gonna use a highlighter here, but I haven't decided what color. Maybe it will change colors as it goes, but just get some highlighters. This is super easy and super fun. And I think it'll look really cool when it's all done. So that's what I'm working on now. Now, did things bleed through? Yes. What bled through was the Tombow. Seems like Tombos bleed through a lot. I had used Tombow black to begin with, but it bled through. So I stopped using the Tombow. Everywhere else it bled through, wherever I got it a little bit too wet. And it looks like it's the... It looks like the acrylic, the Languos did not bleed through at all. The other things that bled through was just the fine liner black that I was using around all these feet. It looks like that bled through everywhere. So the Posca and the Languos did not. I don't mind scrapping this page, so it's a good way to practice to see what goes through, because you never know. I haven't tried water-based markers, but I would bet they might go through if you don't do light layers and let them dry in between. It's just not really friendly to water, this paper isn't. But it would be great with pencil. It's got some tooth. It would be, I love this one. Trust in me. This would be fun to do too. Another one that would just be mindless. It's crazy. I love this one. The one thing I don't like is I don't like that the two pages are just flips of each other. So I'll probably ditch one and just do the other. Although it would look really cool if it was all done. But I love this scene in Jungle Book when their eyes go all weird and Kaa's got Mowgli hypnotized. I love it. I love it. So yeah, you'll find if you're interested in these at all. Now stuff like this, I would color that. Some of the stuff, the doodly stuff, I would take acrylic and just paint over it. I don't see any reason to keep this design in there. Or I do, you know, some kind of pastel over it, and then like a chalk pastel, and then just use a pen to outline that if I wanted to keep it. But that's, I don't feel like well, that's his shirt. Nah, I just use acrylic and go over it. It would make these a lot easier. I love that page though. Look, I love it when he sucks his thumb. He gets all upset. And see, for backgrounds like this, I wouldn't color all these coins. No. I would just take like ink, like dry brush it on, like some distress ink or oil pastels or chalk pastels. Yeah. If you're interested in books like these, you can find them in every resale site. This one in particular, eBay, Mercari. People buy these and then they just don't like them because of the wallpapery and doodly stuff. If the wallpaper's cute like this, I might get into it, right? I might black out some and only do a few. I do find them, now I probably wouldn't do this one at all. So this would be good to waste and do alcohol markers on the other sides. Oh my goodness. That's nuts. But this one makes me want to do like spotlights treatments. Yeah, do it all black, but just do the, you know, the kind where they'll do a circle and just within the circle they'll color and the rest they'll leave black and white. That's cool. There's things like that. I would like to try different techniques like that for pages like this. So I'm kind of glad I found this used, because I wouldn't want to pay a retail price for this. Because, like, again, it's going to be more experimental, and the paper's not great. It is thin. And, like, yeah, I wouldn't bother with all this pattern. If I did this at all, it would probably be in oil pastels or acrylic, and I would just paint over a lot of that. Which, oh, I love this one with all the eels. All of, what were those eels' names? Was it... I don't know if these are the eels from Little Mermaid or the ones from The Rescuers. No, those were alligators, right? This must be the eels from Little Mermaid. I love this page because it's got like bubbles here and then a solid stripe there. And I think I could do something fun with the background to make the eels really stand out. But in order to do a page like this and not get tired of it, I would have to find some way to easily color the eels so they go fast. That's the trick, is to not get bogged down. Yes, I'm slightly bogged down with this one, but really not. I'm just using gel pens, and this is I did this on purpose like this because I wanted to just blank out and listen to true crime and color. I like this one a lot. Yeah, and I would sacrifice all these Iagos. I'm not into that. So if I wanted to do, yeah, I would sacrifice. If I wanted to do alcohol marker, I would certainly be able to do alcohol marker with these. This is not a book that I'm going to color every page. What movie is that? I don't know. Here's some more of Scar. It's actually really neat. It's got stars and galaxies and stuff behind it. Sheriff of Nottingham. Oh, this is Robin Hood. Now, see, this is kind of fun. And I think I might want to keep the pattern for some of this, so maybe I would just use pastels and just put pastels over it. I don't necessarily need to keep all the different patterns for this, so I'd use acrylic to go over it, or gel pen. But that's something. I'd do both of these. Monsters and Sorcerers. These are just little flames. Boy, wow. There's Ursula. I love the way the bubble... It's very... Doodle Robot would have words for what all this is, but it's kind of almost like pop art. It's almost like it would be a poster. You know, all these bubbles are all in a row. So you can really do it with some fun colors. Think of it like a poster, not a realistic image of her, and do it that way. Same with Hades here. In fact, when I was looking through this, I thought both of these were awesome. This is like a couple, right? They all have glasses, though. It's funny. They have Maleficent and glasses. Ursula, and isn't this the Yzma? They're all wearing glasses, though. There's Hades. Not Hades. This is the Princess and the Frog, right? I don't know this guy's name. I didn't see this one. Probably wouldn't do this one. But I would do these. Especially this one. Look at all that flame. Oh, I'd be tempted to take gel pens to that and do that flames. It would be magnificent. But I wouldn't probably leave any of this. I'd do acrylic over her. Cool. I need to see this movie. This is really a cool page too. I love the shadow. I love this one. I don't know this guy's name. I used to. Is this Monsters, Inc.? But how fun. Again, you could do some really fun graphic stuff with this, right? That's kind of what I'm not very skilled at that, but I think that's one of the reasons I was interested in this book, is I really wanted to practice with some of my like graphic arts styles. And there's so many pictures, and I don't feel bad if I ruin something, which, like I've said before, I don't think it's possible to ruin anything unless I ruin the paper itself and it can't be colored on, which I do push the paper with liquid materials, liquid mediums. It does not like liquid, that's for sure. Although I love this character very much, this form of the witch. I don't know what I'd do with this page. Oof, that's awesome. Both of those are great. I love it. It says Jafar, Jafar, Jafar. Easy background. Just put pastel over it. I like both these pages. I kind of like that one. So many pages to experiment with. This one's funny. That's 80s. I like it. And then all these cups with straws say Herculade. Like lemonade, but it's Herculade. Oh, this one of the dragon. Oh, she's my favorite bad guy. And I love the background. If this paper was better, it would be a really special book because you really could play with it. I hate being limited with liquid mediums. That's kind of cool. You might hear Jack snoring in the background because he is. Kronk and Yzma. And some angry cat. I don't remember the angry cat. Oh, look at this Ursula one. Looks like she's in an amphitheater, doesn't it? Yeah. I don't know this characters. But that's pretty cool. Again, this Hades one I really like. You know what would be fun is to color it in an H for Hades. And then do everything else different, either in black and white or grayscale or a different color. That's what I think I'll do. Oh, wow. This is Rapunzel, right? I haven't seen that one. That's a cool page, though. And so is this one. I love this scene. I actually really love this show. This is a show I've watched several times. Just because I love that llama, the prince that turns into a llama. Oh, Madam Mim. Oh, I don't remember her. Is this character? Oh, this is fun. Yeah, I would definitely do something mid-century mod art with this one. I'm going to look up examples. There you are again. I am the magnificent, marvelous Madam Mim, and here's all her different things she has turned into. And they're even numbered. I love her. Look at this. Wow. That's cool. Randall Boggs, that's his name. Is that Monsters, Inc.? The M with the I in it. Okay, here's the villainous humans. Oh, Cruella de Vil. And what's his name? Mesmerized or Syndrome. Oh, that's what he's called. Oh, Cruella de Vil, so horrible. This could be a really fun dynamic page. And that's the dumb guy. Yep. He forgot his pants. He doesn't have any pants on. Sid Phillips, expert toy surgeon. I don't know what this is. Destruction area. Would this be Monsters, Inc. or Toy Story or something? Ooh, Cruella de Vil. She scared me. She would upset me. 101 Dalmatians really upset me because of the puppies. I was worried they were going to kill the puppies, and I was very anxious watching this every time I saw it because of the puppies. Stromboli. Is he from 101 Dalmatians? I don't know him. Here she is again. This is so iconic when she's actually losing it while driving. So iconic. Wow. There's that toy surgeon again. I don't know who he is. Yes. This is Monsters, Inc. Huh. I hope it has one of my other favorite bad guys. That's the Queen of Hearts. These little dog prints confused me at first when I first saw it, but then I remembered Toto, so it must be Toto's dog prints. It says, uh-oh, it wasn't a dream. Edgar did this to us. That's Edgar, right? He's a bad guy. Yeah, Edgar Balthazar. He steals them. That's a neat picture to color. I don't know that guy. Skinner. I don't know that guy either. There's probably something here that's trying to tell me what the movie is, but I don't recognize it. Oof! Yeah, it's never going to get colored. They're all the Queen's cards from Alice in Wonderland. Oh, the sisters, Drizella and Anastasia. Yeah. And their mom. Conniving mom. All these words say moi, 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 moi. G. Does his name start with a G? Oh, Gaston. Gaston posted 25 new selfies. He's on some kind of Instagram app type thing. He's a hunter and resides in France. Gaston. I want to say I know this movie. I remember that girl. Or maybe I'm thinking of The Rescuers. That's a different girl. Is this the Aristocats this year? Yeah, TikTok. Oh, that's a cool page. Yeah, I'd have fun with that. Tick-tack, tick-tack. Maybe that's what clocks sound like in France. We go tick-tock here in the United States, but maybe in France they say tick-tack. Look at that great picture of him. Now, there's way too many patterns in there, so definitely would be just using acrylic and covering him with acrylic, covering all those patterns for him. But I love the fish pattern in the background. See, if he was blocked out in colors, it would look really cool. There's just too many patterns. I don't know this movie. I don't know this guy. And I don't know these guys. Nope. Or that poor puppy. This is a Fox and the Hound. Oh, I wouldn't color this because of that guy with the gun. No, Amos Slade. No. These are a bunch of different ones. There's Edgar. Is this the one? Is this a guy in Mulan? I don't know what this guy is. Frollo. What movie is this? These are movies I haven't seen. That's a cool picture, though. I don't know who that is, but that's a cool picture. I haven't seen Encanto, so some of this might be Encanto. I have seen that one. I'm remembering him now. Is it Ratatouille? Ratatouille isn't Disney, is it? Ah. That's the captain. He's been stripped down to not much because he's in TikTok's mouth. Yeah, I think this is Mulan, right? The bad guy in Mulan? Yeah, pretty sure. That's cool. Again, I would use acrylic to, there's just too many patterns there to see what it is, so I would block a lot of that out. Oh, these little vignettes are nice. Of all the bad guys. Sykes. I don't know this. I don't know this. Penny. Oh, here we are with the rescuers. Yes, Penny. And doesn't she look like that girl? I didn't know who she was. No, it's not the same girl. Medusa. Madame Medusa is one of my very favorite villains in the way that she just disgusts me. She's absolutely disgusting, isn't she? She's just gross. The way she just flops around and the way she talks and points her fingers in people's faces and her lipstick and everything. She's just gross. And, oh, she's holding the teddy bear from her. But I love Penny. She's such a spunky kid. And The Rescuers has got to be one of my very favorite movies. So good. Yeah. This is The Rescuers. She had these things too. She had alligators, but she also had these eel things, I think. Cruella de Vil. I don't know what this is all about, but that bear is frightening. What movie is this? Oh, it's horrific. Yeah, they made them the 7 deadly sins. Except there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 deadly sins. Actually, those aren't. Revenge and sinister aren't the sins. I don't know what it is. I love pages like this with just the eyes. And so there's that. So that's a fun book. So you see what I mean by they're not everybody's cup of tea. So that's why you'll find them used everywhere, because they are a lot of what you'd call wallpaper, but so many opportunities to play with stuff as long as you're aware of the limitations of the paper. All right, let's look at the other two. We could next look at the Disney animals. Now, I think this one might have, these were all done in 2016. And I'm thinking this one, I love just these pattern pages. I'd love to practice like indigenous colors, like Aboriginal colors and Native American colors, and colors that you kind of see in the art from indigenous cultures. And I'd like to practice with some of that in some of these, because there's some of that. Now this book is different in that it is mostly images like you'd see in the movies, full images, except there's a lot more doodling going on. So I would not keep any of it, and I would just use this like a Disney coloring page and color it with acrylic and oil, pastels, anything I can get that's opaque. So when I saw this flipped, I was like, oh, that's awful. And I still think it is. But then I also saw people like, oh yeah, I just color over that. And then it's a cheap Disney book, right? And I'm thinking, yeah, because I can't afford books off of Lyrica too often. I think I've only bought from there once, and I would love to have some of these scenes to color. And here I have them. So I would keep the background wallpaper. I would keep the patterned chair, but I would make them. And I did do a page in here, so you'll see what I mean. Oh, look at the Bambi page. So why would you doodle a raccoon head on the back of a raccoon's head? I mean, the lines and doodles are just distracting, and I don't care for them at all. But this is a great picture, and I would just do them in the colors that they show up in the movie, probably, or whatever colors make sense. Again, this is a lovely one. I'd keep the wallpaper, but color them in with acrylic or oil pastel or acrylic gel pens, the language gel pens, anything I have that's opaque. You could even paper piece, because they are, they've got big spaces. This is great. I love King Louis. King Louis and Baloo. And the panther, the jaguar. Shoot, I forgot his name. You, ooh, ooh, I want to be like you, ooh, ooh. I want to walk like you, talk like you, you, ooh, ooh. Oh, see, it would be really cool to do like some African colors here. It'd be really neat. Here's the one I did. Now, this is my first attempt. It's a little forced, but I was trying different mediums, and they were as doodly as this guy is, and I just covered them up with acrylic paint. This was acrylic pens. It goes on very smooth. It's very nice. And then there is some a lot of shiny stuff in here. That's, of course, super golden markers. And the background is gel crayons of some sort, different gel crayons I have. This is acrylic down here because this had tons of patterns in it, and I made it acrylic. And then what I'm really proud of, though, and the one thing I'm really proud of figuring out is these flowers, the lotus flowers. I use the Languo gel pens, those little tiny gel pens. If you work fast, you can blend them. So I had the 3 colors in my hand with the caps off, and I would do dark, medium, light. And I had a lot of fun blending them. It is possible to blend them, and I think they look great. So there was just a lot of different techniques happening here. I was trying to figure out how to work in this book. It took the acrylic very well. It really, I mean, it's a little crinkly, but it really flattened out just laying heavy books on top of the book. And I had fun and I learned a lot. I'm not crazy about some of it. I love other parts of it. This light stuff, now see, there's some of the patterning. I left it in. This is, it's a pencil or a gel crayon or something like that. And then it's been sprayed with fixative, so it's shiny. But even though that's a matte fixative, this fixative is really shiny. I have bought a different brand to see if I could try. This is the Krylon brand, the Kamar, Kamar, matte acrylic fixative. You spray it, but it does make it shiny. It's not matte at all. But anyway, so I thought that was fun, and I really enjoyed it. So I wouldn't have any problems doing that for any of these. Little chicken guy. I love him. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do for all of them. But I'd like to try some way to do pencil shading on top. I haven't been successful so far using pencil shading on top of acrylic, but I'm still trying different combinations of acrylic and pencils. Once I get that down, then I'll be able to even do some shading. That's great. So see what I mean? These are ridiculous amount of patterning, and no wonder you can find these cheap on resale sites. I love Blue the Bear. That's patterny and patterny. That's way too many patterns. I don't even know what that is. Timon, Pumbaa and Timon, and then the little lion cub. Yeah, but see all the cool like background stuff that you could do? I just think it's really fun. I love the backgrounds in these. Oh, the 3 little pigs. Wow. You don't see them very often. Yeah, that's definitely going to get done. And I probably will only do these. And then I'll do some sort of interesting background, but I'm only going to color them once. Oh, that's cool. And I love these like totem style fish, salmon. I would color all those in. Neat. Aw, poopers. I don't know. Something might come to me about this, but I don't see anything that I want to do with this one right now. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, just imagine this page without this stupid patterning in it, and it would be a beautiful page. So you can make it that way. You can alter the page. He's such a funny character. I love the background design. Aww. There's the elephants again. I love that. Ooh, that's great. See how fun would this one be to color? It'll look really cool. I can see it without all this patterning, just the color of him like he is in the movie. Whoa! Oh, I almost had the jaguar's name. No. Almost had it. Oh, so cute. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Isn't that Fantasia? Oh, these are the frogs I colored. But there's a lot more of them here. Oh, how wonderful. Yeah, another one. You could do some really beautiful African style colors in it. Some rusts and some yellow, ochres and some deep browns. Would be really cool. He's adorable. Whoa. It's blue. But wow. Huh. That just hurts the eyeballs. Is that Brother Bear? I've never seen Brother Bear. These guys are great. And this is a really fun one. I'm just not, this is the same one as before, just with a different background. I don't know what to do with all these dogs. They're the same dog, so it would be kind of uninteresting unless you do what I'm doing, like I'm doing with the Cheshire Cat. But what bird is this? So what I'm seeing, it looks like a lot of the same images, just with different Disney animal villains. Oh, they've got some villains in here. I wonder if they'll have repeats. Oh, that's Beast from Beauty and the Beast. I like this because I love the rose in the background. Yeah, they're just posing them and just putting different patterns on them or behind them. Oh, that's great. TikTok. I like that. Oh, see, this is that same exact picture we saw in the other book, but it's blacked out in different ways. Let's see. I'm curious now. I am curious. Yeah. Wow, they're very different though. Even though the dragon's the same, it's on the same castle, but they're very different pictures. Huh, neat. Good. I'm glad they're not repeats, because that's the only thing that would make all this repetitive pattern worse, as if the pages were also repetitive, because you're not going to want to do one of these pages twice. That's actually neat. With those big trees in the background, and they've got giraffes. Yeah, I like that. You just have to use your imagination and see. Oh, Jiminy. This is the sharks. Sharks are friends, not food. This is Finding Nemo. Because it's the hammerhead and his other buddy, the great white. Wow. That's intense. You could use these as a mandala. I'm fascinated with it, though. I want to do something like some sort of something that tricks your eye with this. An optical illusion. That's what I was going for. There's Beast again. Oh, and a really cool one of Ursula and her two eels. That is neat. This patterning makes her look like she has a beard. Yeah, that's got to go. There's the rescuers. This could be TikTok or the rescuers alligators. It's probably TikTok because it looks like it's the same alligator over and over. And that looks like a net behind it. Scar. I think it's Scar. He has a lot of doodling on him, but no scar. Maybe it's another bad guy. Oh, that's a neat one of the Beast. Neat wallpaper page. I would like to make these roses gold, so they really shine. You just have to figure out what you want your eye drawn to. What do you want to stand out? And I would definitely get rid of lots of those beasts. I might make this the picture right here. And then just paint over this. Yeah. Not sure what to do with these. I don't know. The sidekicks. Jiminy Cricket. This is a fun page to do. Aww. It's the Who Are You? It's the hookah smoking caterpillar. And Alice. These look like the birds from Cinderella. Maybe. Yep, they're gonna make her ball gown. Here's Snow White. It's sweet. There's Merida and her gigantic horse. I forget what this guy's name is. That's a fun one. Is this Pinocchio? Something like that? Oh, there's the White Rabbit. And there's Jasmine, right? That's neat. Oh, there's Flounder and Sebastian with the Little Mermaid. Oh, this one's fun. Under the Sea. Oh, Cheshire. He is fun to color. Oh, so these bears are in Brave. Maybe that's the movie I was missing back with all those bear pictures. The rabbit. The Singing Oysters from Alice in Wonderland. There's a lot of Alice in Wonderland in here. This is the only coloring I think I saw done. It's just these notes were colored with a pen, what looks like a gel pen. Those are the Cinderella mice. This must be the bears in Brave then. It looks like it with the Celtic knots. Oh, that's a great page. Great page. Yep, and there was a little bit colored here, I remember. I don't even know what fish this is. Jiminy Cricket! Yeah, that one has to be colored for sure. Here's those birds again. And these birds. Not into birds, really. Big more of the White Rabbit and some more of Brave. All right. So that's animals. Honestly, it's probably, I like all three of these, but this is probably my least favorite just because it will take the most altering. But then again, that's kind of fun. It's fun to take a page and make it look completely different than what it looks like, right? Right. Okay, let's look at the last one. All right, Disney Tsum Tsums. I love Tsum Tsum. Now, basically, Tsum Tsum is just it's just round, basically. And you can get them like in stickers or little stuffed animals, or they're just the character, but they're really chibi, really cute, and they're round. And sometimes it's hard to tell who's who. Like we know this is Dumbo and Minnie and Sven and Pooh, but like who's that? That's probably one of the Frozen girls, maybe. Not sure. I don't know who that one is. There's Eeyore and Mickey. Goofy, probably. But some of them it's hard to tell who they are. Now, this book is really cute, and it's really untouched. This is a 2017, and its spine isn't even cracked. Oh, I forgot to tell you, all of these, all three of these books are perforated pages. And this paper, I was going to say it feels a little thicker. It might. It's about the same, though. So basically, this book is the same Tsums. It's just the same Tsums. There's not a lot of them. There's maybe 20 that they're repeating in different ways. Like there's Pinocchio and Mike and Pluto. But you're going to see the same ones over and over, just done in different ways. And I just think these are two of the dwarfs. I found that out later. It's like Dopey and Happy or something. Sven. Yeah. And I like them just because they're just so cute. I mean, they're round. They just make me want to color them. There's Maleficent with her horns. And there's the snowman guy. Yeah, and there's Piglet. I don't know what that is, who that is. There's Humpty Dumpty. Pretty sure. But they're just fun, curvy shapes, which I love to color curvy shapes. For some reason, I find them very soothing. So these would be a lot of mindless coloring for me. Some people use mandalas for mindless coloring. This is the sort of mindless coloring I like. And you can definitely sacrifice pages and use alcohol markers, which is probably what I'll do. I'll figure out what side I want to do, and then I'll use alcohol markers. Like, I don't know if I do that one, but I definitely want to do this one. Mickey and Minnie. This is Dopey. And there's the Monster Inks guys. I don't know who these girls are. They're different girls, 3 different girls. And I haven't figured them out yet. That's a monster. I don't know what these, that's Stitch. I don't know. Maybe that's the chicken in Stitch. This is all Maleficent. Again, they're patterns, they're optical illusions, but they're these cute, round little creatures. I don't know who this is or who that is. I don't know. There's that girl again. I don't know who she is, or that dog. I don't think it matters. You can color them however you want. This is Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. That's how I figured out that these guys were dwarfs. Because of Snow White. So again, maybe not everybody's cup of tea, but this is a book where I'm going to experiment with different colors. It's mostly going to be a palette experiment with me. Like, how do I make something look mid-century modern? How do I make something look pop art? How do I make something look, you know, I'd like to make all of these look like glass balls. You know, it's going to be like that sort of a thing. When it, you know, can I do something with this snow that's interesting? Can I just color some of it in a certain pattern and just things like that? And that has always attracted me. It's sort of a beginner level of altering pages. I'm not an experienced page alterer at all. And this is a way to basically practice, like just even with just blocking out some of it, right? Or making the raindrops, I don't know, different colors so that they're a different pattern. Who is that? And who is this? I want to say that might be Alice in Wonderland because of her band on her head. All those Mickeys. Like, could I do them in a heart shape? Like, block out everything, but do a heart shape here and just color them in the heart. That might be fun. Again, pretty simple for altering a page. It's nothing big, but it's pretty much at the level I'm at. There's Tigger. It's just like Huey, Dewey, or someone. Maybe it's one of the chipmunks. Maybe it's Chip or Dale. That's not Piglet, and I don't know. Oh, it's the pig in Toy Story, isn't it? I think it is. That's Piglet. I don't know who that is. Woo, bug. There's Dumbo. I don't know who the 3-faced one is. So yeah, that's what this is. Eeyore. I mean, it's cute. It's weird. It's just patterns. There's no artistry to it. There's no finesse. There's no, I mean, there's some imagination, sure. It's just patterns. So I don't have pattern books. I have one pattern book that someone gave me. I need to break into that. I've only done one page in it, I think. But these sort of patterns are a lot of fun, I think. I'll go a little bit faster through it because most of you probably are not interested in this book. But who is that? We've seen her before. Oh, is she the sheep in Topia? In, you know, the movie with the bunny cop? That one, and the fox. She's the evil sheep. She had glasses like that. Yeah, I just think these are neat. I've been playing, a couple of you have gifted me so graciously a couple of the cozy coloring books, and I've been coloring in them and trying some of the techniques that I'm seeing on Instagram that people are doing, and I'm not very good at it. I'm surprised. I'm really not. I mean, alcohol markers are my thing, and I can shade with them and everything, but those techniques are different. They're beyond shading. They're very specific techniques used just for alcohol marker coloring and just for those sorts of books. And you can do these pages, you can use those techniques as well. So this will be another place I'll practice some of those things, some of those fun special effects that people are doing in those books. I like this. I really do. I was thrilled that this came in with the group. It was pretty much a no-brainer for me to get it because I haven't seen a flip through of this, and I've always kind of wanted it secretly. I hadn't told anybody about it, but I secretly wanted this book. And, I don't know if that's Humpty Dumpty, but it kind of looks like him. So when I saw the three together for $10, I was like, yes. I tell you, used coloring books, and this one's brand new. Of all of these, there was just that little tiny bit of coloring in the animals book, and that was it. So I've had pretty good luck with used books. Not 100%, but so far, the two that I got that were basically unusable, both sellers refunded me. So that was great, and that was off of eBay. One of them was a seller that I buy from all the time. I was surprised they let that one go through. And another one had 18 colored pages in it, and it was being sold as very good. Obviously, they didn't look at it. I had to send pictures and fight with them a little bit, but they are refunding me, so that's nice. So here's these three. Disney Tsum Tsum, Disney Animals, and Disney Villains. These are all art of coloring. Paper's not superb, but if you can find them cheap, they are fun, and you can practice different things on them. But again, I think they're more for an experienced colorist just because you have the challenge of the paper. You can't use any medium on them. I always like to suggest for beginning colorists to get really good books with really good paper so that they can use any medium. But then again, there's 100 images in each one of these. So who cares if you screw something up? If it's, you just turn the page. There's a lot of images in here, and these aren't going to be your precious books on the shelf for sure. These are books you're just going to play in. So I hope you enjoyed seeing these flip throughs, and I'll see you again in the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.